Hello, my name is Gareth. You're watching the Hub Online Network. We got COVID, wildfires, and floods. Oh my! Today, let's get started. So my name is Gareth. If you are at home and you would like to have your say about any topics that we're talking about today, you can give me a call at 778-694-4662 and we'll answer your call live. Raven, that means you. If you're watching, give me a call right now. Okay, so we've had the weekend. I hope that your weekend was good. My weekend was pretty interesting, but I'll get to that at the end of the show. But let's talk about the numbers from COVID over the weekend. So on Saturday, we had 26 new cases. On Sunday, we had 34 new cases. And from Sunday to today, we had 19 new cases, bringing our total to 2,224 cases in total in British Columbia. Now, how that breaks down is in Vancouver, we have 845. In the Fraser Valley, we have 1,027. On Vancouver Island, we have 124. In the interior, we have 177. And in the Northern Health region, we have 51. There are currently no new outbreaks, although there are some new cases in the third poultry plant in Vancouver to have an outbreak. Now, we have they keep talking about this Kerle Lake situation. So I'm just going to read a little bit about what that is about. So this is a public service announcement from the government of BC and the CDC of Canada. So workers returning to British Columbia from the Kerle Lake site in Alberta are required to self-isolate for 14 days because they may have been exposed to COVID-19 and could spread it in their families and in their communities. This is an order declared by BC's provincial health officer as of April 20th. Now, what's been happening is, sure enough, there have been cases of people coming home from Alberta and infecting family members. In one case, there has been a family member that had minor to no symptoms and ended up infecting a healthcare worker. So this is a very serious thing. So if you have been at Kerle Lake or been in contact with somebody from Kerle Lake, you should self-isolate for 14 days. And of course, that's becoming harder and harder, especially when you hear on the news people calling for businesses to reopen, for things to get back to normal. Remember, we must stay the course. We have flattened the curve. Flattening the curve does not mean that people are not going to still get sick. The reason that we have flattened the curve is so that we do not inundate our hospitals and healthcare workers all at once, and we kind of spread out the sickness over time. So keep that in mind moving forward. Now, the worldwide stats for today are, we have 3,640,167 cases around the world confirmed. We have 49,621 in critical condition, which is down from Friday. We have 251,791 deaths. We have 2,196,568 total active cases of those 3.6 million, and we have 1,192,842 that have recovered. So if you're one of those people that have recovered, congratulations, and we hope that you feel very well now. And if you are one of those people that have recovered, please give me a call or email us your story at hon@ashcrofthub.com. It'd be really cool to be able to share your story to the 1,400 or so people that watch us. And if you're one of those 1,400 people that watch us, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We are almost at 400 people that follow our Facebook page. So if you haven't already liked our Facebook page, please do so. We get about 2 or 3 a day right now. It'd be great to hit that 400 milestone. So also, we do all have content on YouTube, so if you haven't checked that out, go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel. We don't always share everything on Facebook, so check that out as well for content that you might be missing. Okay, so that is all the COVID stuff that we have. Now, oh, actually, that's not all the COVID stuff we have. So this is great. In New Brunswick, they are on day 16 of no cases. Now, what that means is, once a place gets to 0 cases, that means that the first initial 14 days of the virus has been done, but they have to still be isolated for another 14 days to be sure that the virus is gone. If they, in theory, show 1 new case, it means that the virus hasn't gone away. So they tell you to self-isolate for 14 days. Realistically, that should be 28, based off of a lot of different things that I've seen, and that 28 days should show that the virus has actually been flattened. So congratulations, New Brunswick. You're the first province to do this. We had a meeting today with the people with our LJI, the Local Journalism Initiative that I work for, and one of the journalists that works in New Brunswick was talking about this. So thank you very much for bringing this to my attention. And yeah, this is fantastic news. So that just gives us a little bit of hope in British Columbia, as we've already done such a good job bringing our numbers down, despite the fact that we've had a few up blips. Now, tonight, there is going to be a virtual town hall in Ashcroft. The Hub Online Network is going to be presenting this. We're going to be going live at 7 p.m. At the Ashcroft Village office. The live streaming and public participants will be provided by us on Facebook. So to view the presentation prior to the meeting, go to Ashcroft. No. Realistically, you can just go to our Facebook page and it'll be posted there. If you want to participate, again, go to our Facebook page. 7 p.m. we'll put up a little thing saying, giving a little bit of a countdown in advance so people can join. That is tonight at 7 p.m. And links will be available on the Mayor's Facebook page as well, if for some reason you missed it. Please tell your friends this is a very important meeting. This is about the 5-year financial plan for Ashcroft. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments, you can email us in advance at hon@ashcrofthub.com, and we will be monitoring those questions and presenting them to the council. So thank you for that. Now, we have the Elephant Hill wildfire. So this is interesting. So the Elephant Hill wildfire has been determined, or at least the cause of the 2017 Elephant Hill wildfire. So following an investigation, the BC Wildfire Service has determined the cause of the 2017 Elephant Hill wildfire. And this is an article put up by the government of BC on their website. The wildfire started on June 6, 2017, about 2.5 kilometers southeast of Ashcroft. It eventually burned 191,865 hectares in BC's south central interior region, including parts of both the Kamloops Fire Centre and Cariboo Fire Centre. The BC Wildfire Service's fire originated and cause specialist investigated the Elephant Hill wildfire, and their report indicated that the most likely cause of the Elephant Hill wildfire was smoking or smoking materials. Now, the smoking material classification includes matches, cigars, pipe tobacco, cigarettes, and or marijuana. Other potential causes of the fire were eliminated as part of the investigation that included lightning, escaped campfire, Category 2, Category 3, or resource management open fire activity, arson or suspicious activities, juvenile fire setters, fire use, equipment use, railroads, vehicles, and electrical transmission utility line pole. So all of those things were eliminated from the thought process of how this thing started. So they are saying that it most likely is smoky materials. The BC Wildfire Service fire origin and cause report was completed in fall 2017 and submitted as part of a larger RCMP investigation into the Elephant Hill wildfire. The RCMP recently concluded its investigation, so the BC Wildfire Service can now share its information regarding the cause of the wildfire. The BC Wildfire Service and RCMP investigation did not uncover sufficient evidence to identify the person whose actions started the Elephant Hill wildfire. Therefore, it was not possible to lay charges or pursue any cost recovery for damages caused by this fire. The BC Wildfire Service investigation into the Elephant Hill wildfire now complete, and no further action will be taken at this time. So, there's no charges to be laid. They have no sufficient evidence to know the identity of the person who did this, but they did determine that it was man-started with smokes. So thank you to everyone that was involved in setting up that investigation, and to everyone that lost their homes or property or anything like that. We are sorry for your loss, and we hope that, although this probably doesn't bring any consolation, we hope that now that it is over, that people can move on. So, talking about fires, we are now going to talk about flooding. So, in Cache Creek over the last little while, we have been looking at floods going on, and we've had water restrictions, we've had evacuation alerts and notices, people had been evacuated, we've had all sorts of stuff going on. You can see videos of ours previously, again on YouTube and on Facebook. But as of right now, public notice, stage 4 water restrictions have been lifted. Both the village's wells are both working again, but please only use what you need. Your grass and flowers can only absorb so much. For tips on watering outside, visit www.kamloops.ca/ourcommunity/environment. Oh my God, this is a web address. Environment/sustainability/healthy-landscapes. Thank you for your cooperation. I think that they would find an acronym for that. But point is, water restrictions have been lifted in Cache Creek, and thank you to the council and all the workers of Cache Creek and stuff that have been working very hard to get everything sorted out. Also, please be advised that the evacuation alerts for all properties along the Bonaparte River within the boundaries of the village of Cache Creek have hereby been lifted as of May 4th, 2020. And so that is, everybody's off of evacuation alert. That is great news. That includes myself. You're welcome, Vicky. Lost my train of thought there. Everybody's been evacuated. Yeah, so that's awesome. I can say that they have been doing lots and lots and lots of work in Ashcroft, in Cache Creek. My house is right next to the water treatment plant, and they've been working day and night to make sure that nothing else happened. It's great. My wife will be very happy to be off water restrictions, as our lawn is looking very crispy right now. So she'll be getting on that, I'm sure, as we're probably speaking. Now, what else we got? Okay, so on Friday we had talked about the seizuring of guns and banning assault weapons and stuff in Canada. So now we're talking about federal politics, essentially. So Trudeau came out and said that he's going to ban all assault rifles, and he put out a list of about 1,500 weapons and their variants and variations. There was a lot of pushback from mainly the conservative side of the aisle. I haven't seen too much about what the NDP is saying, but that being said, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau defended his assault rifle ban on Sunday and promised to go even further by targeting handguns and tightening border security with new legislation introduced in the Parliament. Now, this is an article that I found on National Post. So thank you, National Post, for putting this out there. Yet he stopped short of providing a timeline for when such measures would be introduced, saying only that the federal Liberal government would move forward with legislation when Parliament allows. Now, what's interesting about this is I was reading another article where apparently, so right now, the big thing right now is that Justin Trudeau has banned these assault weapons immediately, but he didn't do so by going into Parliament and having a debate or a vote on the particular issue. Apparently, Justin Trudeau doesn't have to do that to ban the weapons. Where he needs to get Parliament's approval and have the debate is the buyback scenario. So he's allowed to go and ban the weapons, but he's not allowed to impose the buyback scenario without parliamentary approval. So that's going to be a thing that waits until after COVID-19 is over, although he feels that it is not going to be an issue to have that put through and voted in his favor. But now he's saying he's going to be also going after handguns and tighter border security. What are your thoughts on that? Should handguns go next? Should they be allowed to stay? Have your say. Again, you can give me a call or email at hon@ashcrofthub.com. It'd be interesting to hear what your thoughts are as we want to know. So that is that one. We just talked about that too. And that's... the slough is still an ongoing issue right now. We talked about this on Friday, but we'll talk about it again. So just as a reminder, the Ashcroft terminal is trying to put together a select group of people, mainly a council member from each village, a representative from the Indian bands, several people from town, and a handful of people from the terminal itself to sit at a table and talk about the merits of keeping the slough open for the public or closing it down. Right now, the terminal is pushing to close it down based off of liability issues for the public. If someone goes there, which is in theory illegal to go down to the slough right now because it's private property, if someone were to go there and fall and break their leg, they could technically sue the Ashcroft terminal because they're liable for that land. So again, what are your thoughts on that? Should the slough just be open to the public? Should it be closed to the public? You do have to cross a railroad track. How does not sure, I think it's CP, but I'm not sure which railroad track it crosses. So should CP or CN have a say in this? What kind of measures need to go up? All that stuff's going to be talked about in this round table about this issue. I'm hoping that we're going to have a chance to be part of that as well, to be able to report to you about what's going on. But that's really all the news that I have today. So I'm going to talk about what I did on the weekend. So actually, going a little bit further back, my wife and I have been watching the Marvel movies. Now, about a month ago, when all this COVID stuff started, I talked about 10 really long movie series that you can watch at home. And Marvel, which has 23 movies, is one of the long ones. So we actually started watching a movie, one movie every 2 days. So we would start one and then on like a Monday and finish it on the Tuesday. So over the weekend, we watched a handful of them. So far, my personal favorites are the Iron Mans and the Captain America bits. And I like the Civil War, I think, the most, as it brings sort of all the superheroes together. I like that story. So now we're into the final phase before we get into Infinity War and Endgame. So we have like Doctor Strange and Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Spider-Man to watch. So we got 3 or 4 or 5 movies to watch before we watch the last set. But please let us know what your favorite Marvel movies are in the comments or by emailing us, and we'll read it out on Thursday's show, because on Friday I actually have a final appointment for my eye surgery, which is Friday. So I'm going to be going live on Thursday at 4 instead of Friday. Keep that in mind. We'll have a few other little videos throughout the week posted on our YouTube channel. But yeah, I'm going to be gone all day Friday, back on Saturday, so I'm going to miss Friday's afternoon. So stay tuned on Thursday. Maybe tomorrow I'll have a debrief from the village town hall tonight. So I'll be tomorrow. And if you are, that's pretty much all the things that I have. So thank you very much for watching. I know this is a short episode today. I actually feel a little bit underprepared. I had a lot of things going on. I had quite a few meetings, I got to say. But thank you all for watching. Again, please like our Facebook page. And we'll be back on Thursday at 4 p.m. live with all sorts of new stuff to talk about. And if you have anything that you want us to dig deeper onto, please, again, email us at hon@ashcrofthub.com. We would love to hear from you, what you want to hear about, and we will talk to you guys on Thursday. Thank you so much for your time. Have yourself a great night, And don't forget, Ashcroft Village Town Hall, 7 p.m. on the Hub Online Network. I got to go get prepared for that right now, so I'm taking everything and heading down to the village office, so stay tuned for that.